buddy Kurt's place, and he's mowing the field because I really don't know why he's mowing the field, but yeah.
Crushed it.
Was there a method to your madness, or?
Yeah, I wanted to flip-flop.
You flip-flop the bunkers?
Yeah, and if you go with the grain, like I don't know if you ever heard of that, but when it comes to weeds, you want to go with the grain.
Ah.
And so, you know, it's a craftsman thing.
So back at my buddy Kurt's place, and we're moving forward on this this lovely piece of property that we have here. So the thing that we need to do before we do anything else, we have to get irrigation out here. We gotta get sprinklers and water, and
yeah.
Unless you just want to spit on it.
Yeah, no, well, you know, we don't have to do this because, as we all know, Utah is basically the rainforest.
Yeah,
so
yeah, plenty of rain out here.
Plenty of rain. I think it hasn't rained in about a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the goal. Next step. So we have to figure out what kind of water pressure the current system has.
Yeah.
So we know if it can actually push water out this far.
Right.
And then if not, well, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
Go to plan B.
Yeah. And if there is the right amount of water pressure, then I'm thinking we'll probably just dig two lines.
Two main lines?
Yeah, like a third and a third.
Yeah.
And start with that. And then,
okay.
You know, if we can have those big sprinklers that can kind of get everything, great. If not, if we have to dig more lines, great. But two main lines that will come out.
So mainly we're trying to just get an idea for how many zones, because we're doing an in-ground sprinkler system, right? That's what you want to go for.
Yeah.
But we have to figure out how many zones we can afford off of the existing line,
right.
And we can't figure that out until we know what kind of pressure it has.
Right.
So that's the first step. Do you have the stuff we need to test that?
No, I do not. But I do know what we need. We need a water pressure guy.
Thing.
A gauge. Water pressure gauge.
Jigger.
You put it on the water,
and
the water tells you how much there is.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no
idea what you're talking about.
Then all you need is a 5-gallon bucket.
5-gallon bucket.
Water pressure gauge, 5-gallon bucket, and then you have to do some math. Which, as we went to high school together, and both of us
barely graduated.
Weren't so great at the math.
Mathiculations.
So, yeah. So we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. So first step, we got to go get stuff.
Yep, we gotta get stuff.
Let's do it. Your truck doesn't have AC, does it?
Nope. Man, I feel like a woman. Now.
Let me preface this with neither one of us really know what we're doing. I've never done this before. I'm pretty sure Kurt's never done this before.
Never.
So he hopped onto the YouTubes. We looked it up, and this is what we were told to do. So we're trusting the internets.
We hope it goes well, and I would say, Paul, that the pressure is on.
What has the YouTube said we need to do here?
So there's two parts of this. There's this pressure gauge.
Yep.
Then, so we take the hose off, we shove this up in there, I think.
That's what she said.
Unless we need like an adapter.
So baby steps first. We gotta figure out how to get that on. You didn't get the right one, did you?
I got the right one, but you need an adapter now to get it over. Like, they didn't say that. They didn't. Does it come with an adapter? It did not come with an adapter.
Are you telling me we have to go back to Lowe's?
Let me check my tools.
So we probably should have taken a moment at Lowe's to just kind of look around for a moment and just instead of just grabbing the first one that we saw, because it was the wrong one, and then we were going to jerry rig some fittings together to make it work. And then I was passing by the aisle where the correct one was, and I'm like, oh hey, look, here it is. I think this is what we need. So
we got the right one.
Take two. So
we got the right fitting.
Yep.
Pressure gauge. We're gonna put it on here. It's working, it's working. And we're gonna test the water pressure. Turning it on.
What do we got?
Okay, it looks like we're at 70.
70.
70 pressure units.
70 pressure units.
70 pressure marks.
Okay, now what?
Okay, now we have to fill up a 5-gallon bucket. Remember that it's 70.
70. Go.
On fully.
Are you filling it up all the way?
All the way. Keep going, stop.
40.82 seconds.
40.82 seconds. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, baby.
Yeah.
PSI
PSI
equals 70.
equals 70. All right.
Then, how long it took us to fill the bucket?
Then it took us 40.26 seconds.
So now we have to figure out something called flow rate. It's the number of gallons.
All right, so 5 gallons.
So 5 gallons times the amount of time it took us.
40 seconds.
So 40 seconds.
Yep.
Divided by, it's got to be your bowl.
It's 5 gallons times 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Right, and then we divide by the 40. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
5 gallons times 60 seconds divided by the time it took to fill the 5-gallon bucket.
7.5.
7.5.
Okay,
so
yeah, so that's right. So, all right, so it's 7.5 gallons per minute. All right, so we took the 5 gallons times 60 seconds divided by the 40 seconds it took for us to fill up the 5-gallon bucket, and we ended up with 7.5 gallons per minute.
7.5 gallons per minute.
There's our flow rate. That is the number we have to work with. That is the number we need to know to determine how many heads we can put out.
How far we can push it out.
How far we can lay our pipe.
Yeah, how far and deep we can lay our pipe.
Okay, so now that we've got the flow rates, now Kurt can start doing some shopping to figure out what kind of heads he wants to get to put on the lines once we get the lines out there. But that's the next step, is you got to do some digging.
Yeah, that's the fun part now, digging.
Don't we have to call somebody before we dig?
No.
So I brought Kurt a gift because last time I was here, I knew he was gonna have to do some digging, and I noticed that all he had was this thing.
This is a good digger.
It is a good digger, but I got you something better.
It's a pickaxe.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I took pity on him. I got him the proper tools. We use the proper tools around here, people. Not gonna be digging with that.
We're two proper tools using proper tools.
You have roughly an idea of where you want to go with the lines.
Yeah. Dig straight out this way, and then, I mean, that's probably what I'm gonna do, is dig straight out this way, and I'll stop there for today. And then I'll figure out what kind of heads we need pressure-wise, and probably soak my blisters for a while.
Yeah.
If you noticed, Paul, there's a gas line that runs underneath this property. But I bought the house, and as a responsible homeowner, I have the plat map, and it runs from about here over to about the middle of the fence there, like the left side of that hill. Okay. This is where it runs. So as long as I'm digging over in this area, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing here utility-wise. So
so you're not all that worried about hitting any lines or anything like that?
No, because once we get over to this area, though, if we need to keep digging in this area, yeah, I'm gonna have them come out and mark it off.
So the reason we tested the spigot on the back, because I know we're probably gonna get questions about that. People are gonna be like, well, what'd you test that? You didn't test off the line. Why'd you test off that? You did test off the line, right?
Test off the line.
Test off the line.
Why don't you come out here and do it?
Yeah, you do it. The reason we did that is we're pretty positive that the water pressure coming from the spigot is the same as the lines that are already in the yard.
But when we tap into the line, like which we'll do after we kind of dig this first hole, we'll check the pressure at the head, and if it's changed, then we'll adjust accordingly, because it's 2020. It's like, just go to the store and you buy something. If you don't like it, you just throw it away.
Honorary first swing of the dig. Okay. Go for it.
I feel like I'm putting in a railroad.
Do it. Swing. Go.
Oh, that's hard dirt. Hey, I'm practically halfway there.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You've just got to go from here all the way down there.
Yeah. You know what's great about this, Paul?
What?
I didn't even have to do CrossFit to be able to do this.
You didn't?
Nope.
So it's at this point in the game and at this point in the stage that a really good friend would actually help.
Yeah, Paul.
You want me to take a whack?
You can if you'd like. Would you like to, Paul?
I'd like to take a whack.
Would you like to contribute
Yeah.
for once in your life?
I mean, I feel bad. I'm just sitting here watching you do this,
Yeah.
and I'm not just holding the camera, and that ain't right.
Yeah, do something for once in your life. So,
It's like diving into concrete.
yeah. This this part of the video is brought to you by Powerade. Powerade gets you all quenched up.
Jolt Cola.
I could really go for some Powerade right now.
I'd go for a surge.
Yeah. Ooh, Surge. What do you think of his form?
I've been working on the railroad.
9-pound
all
hammer.
the livelong day.
We're gonna watch Cool Hand Luke after this.
What we got here is failure to communicate.
Looking good. So you already got blisters? Mine are coming along. Yeah, if I just chip away at this a little bit every day,
We've done in like 4 months.
it's done in be done by next year.
I think this is where we're gonna call it a day for this one.
You're not gonna live stream this the whole time?
Hard as a rock, dry as a bone. Got a long way to go. World's worst renovation project.
We're gonna do it. Oh, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna get there, one pickaxe swing at a time. So we got a long ways to go. A lot of digging to do, still a lot of prep work, getting the lines in, figuring out what irrigation heads we're gonna use, tapping into this. It's a lot of work, but appreciate you watching this one. Keep on keeping on, and we'll catch you in the next one. Kurt, anything to say?
Epstein didn't kill himself.